Canelo Alvarez got pissed at Terence Crawford.
Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker.
After training with Floyd Mayweather, Bud Crawford has been talking a lot about how much better he has gotten. He's been bragging so much about his improvement that it has caught the attention of the Mexican fighter, Canelo. So, what does Canelo think about it? Well, he has his own thoughts on Crawford's training sessions. If Canelo had the chance to rate or score Bud's time training with Mayweather, he says this.
5.
Canelo is not known for being the loudest trash talker, but when he speaks, he makes sure people listen. In a recent interview, he made it clear that he doesn't see Crawford as a real threat. He didn't just say he would win, he went even further by claiming that no amount of training would help Bud. Even if Crawford trained with the greatest boxing legends of all time, Canelo still believes it wouldn't make a difference. In his eyes, Bud is simply not on his level. Boxing is not just about training with great fighters or learning from legends. It all comes down to skill, and he strongly believes that Bud does not have enough of it to beat him. He pointed out that experience, power, and natural ability play a huge role in winning big fights. Crawford may be a talented fighter, but he lacks the skills needed to defeat someone like him. To Canelo, there's only one outcome. He wins, and Bud loses.
He'd be afraid of you.
He's smart.
He's a smart man, right?
Yeah, he's a smart man.
Canelo has made it clear that he is not afraid to face Crawford. In fact, he just announced that he really wants this fight to happen. This statement comes right after it was confirmed that their match is officially set for September this year. With everything now in place, fans are eager to see how these two champions will clash in the ring. With Al Sheikh providing financial support for Crawford, Bud will have all the resources he needs to prepare. But Canelo sees this as his chance to teach Crawford a lesson. He believes that once they step into the ring, he will prove who the better fighter really is.
He knows I'm the best.
Would you like him to come up to pull up to a match?
Yeah, why not?
You want to invite him? Zacharific.
Whatever.
All right. Thank you so much, Canelo. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, Crawford and Mayweather are enjoying a good laugh with Eddie Hearn after hearing Canelo's bold claims. They aren't taking his words too seriously and seem to be having fun at his expense.
Hold me back. Hold me back. Don't you fucking stop. Hold me back.
Mayweather firmly believes that while Canelo may be the best in his weight class, it's only because he hasn't faced someone capable of dethroning him. With the right training and strategy, Mayweather is confident that Bud has what it takes to come out victorious.
The age what Terence Crawford is right now. I was 35.
Mayweather believes that even at this stage in his career, Bud has what it takes to shut down Canelo. He even hinted that he himself could have done it at a younger age. But this isn't about comparing himself to Crawford. Yep, it's about the potential Bud has to pull off something great against Canelo. And speaking of potential, Bud has been putting in the work. After training with Mayweather, he shared his thoughts in an interview. He spoke about the biggest advantage he has going into the fight and what will make the difference when he faces Canelo on September 25th. With the fight getting closer, Crawford knows he has to be at his best. He's confident that everything he's learned so far, especially from Mayweather, will help him when it matters most. Now, it's just a matter of stepping into the ring and proving it. The fight is still months away, but fans are already expecting it to be explosive. However, Crawford faces a big challenge. He has to move up 2 weight classes to face Canelo. His last fight was at 154 pounds, but this showdown is set to happen at 168 pounds. Can he do it? Bud certainly thinks so. He wouldn't have called out Canelo if he wasn't ready to take on the extra weight. He knows what he's getting into, and he's confident in his ability to adapt. Besides, Crawford doesn't have much of a choice. Canelo has made it clear that 168 pounds is the lowest he'll go. If Bud truly wants this fight, he'll have to accept those terms and prove he can handle the jump. Yes, moving up in weight to fight a powerhouse like Canelo is a big challenge, but Crawford isn't scared. In fact, he believes his ability to adjust and adapt will help him shine in the fight. If there's one thing to know about Bud, it's that he never backs down, no matter how dangerous his opponent is. Even though Crawford is confident, not everyone shares his belief. Many boxing experts think he might be biting off more than he can chew. After all, size and power matter in boxing, and Canelo has both. One legend who has spoken out about the fight is Julio Cesar Chavez. The Mexican boxing great has given his thoughts on the upcoming showdown, and he doesn't seem too convinced that Crawford can pull it off. The 62-year-old legend predicts a clear win for his fellow countryman, Canelo. He believes Canelo will be able to knock out Crawford in the fight. Canelo will knock him out in 6 or 7 rounds. Crawford is a good fighter, but there's weight classes. If you think about it, Crawford is taking on one of the biggest challenges of his career by moving up to 168 pounds. He wants to make more history by becoming a 5-division world champion. However, there's something important that Crawford might be overlooking. Canelo has been a dominant force in the super middleweight division for years. He became the undisputed champion in 2021 after defeating Caleb Plant. And since then, he has ruled the division. This makes the upcoming fight even more difficult for Crawford. He is stepping into a weight class where Canelo has proven himself to be the best. Canelo has successfully defended his title against some of the biggest names in boxing, like Gennady Golovkin, Jermell Charlo, and Jaime Munguia. But last summer, he was stripped of his IBF belt because he refused to fight the mandatory challenger, William Skull. On the other hand, Crawford became a 4-weight world champion in August when he defeated Israel Madrimov, the WBA light middleweight champion in Los Angeles. However, his performance wasn't as impressive as many expected. This led people, especially other boxing professionals, to think that Crawford's decision to call out Canelo might have been made on a whim. Many are now questioning if Crawford can really handle someone like Canelo, given his less-than-perfect performance. This fight will be a big test for Crawford, and some believe he might have jumped into it too soon. Canelo's former promoter, Eddie Hearn, recently shared his thoughts on the fight and said that Crawford might be making a mistake by challenging Canelo. He pointed out that Canelo is the naturally bigger fighter between the two. Hearn's warning comes because Crawford will be moving up in weight to face Canelo. Crawford is used to fighting in smaller weight classes, and now he has to face someone who has been dominating the super middleweight division for years. Right now, the fans are all cheering for Canelo Alvarez. He is the favorite to win the fight. But just because fans like him more doesn't mean he will definitely win. There are many things to think about when it comes to the fight. It's not just about who is the fan favorite or who has the better record. Some things, like luck, could play a big role. So, who will be the luckiest fighter between Canelo and Crawford? It's hard to say, but sometimes luck can make all the difference in a big fight like this one. Who do you think will win this matchup? Will it be Canelo or Crawford? Please let me know in the comment section below.